Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and I have a few Ripple and XRP related stories for you in this latest Moon Lambeau hot jam. And I'll be starting with this one from the Daily Hodl, indicating that about 200 million XRP was sent to Coinbase as Bitcoin traders move massive amounts of Bitcoin. And so there's a fear as a result of this, oh my God, is XRP gonna dump? And I will tell you that based on what XRP community members have found, I'm gonna guess it's not scary or bad what's going on. I'll get into it in just a moment. Also, is Amazon preparing to launch its own cryptocurrency? Here's a line from the Daily Hodl. Is Amazon preparing to launch its own crypto asset? XRP architect analyzes odds that retail giant will enter the space. And so that would be none other than David Schwartz, who of course is Ripple CTO, co-creator of the XRP ledger, chiming in on that. And also a cryptocurrency exchange, which previously announced to halt XRP trading as a result of the litigation of the SEC against Ripple. They upped it. It's like today. They upped, which it was always a threat. Like even Coinbase, they've said, you know, like, what was the date for Coinbase? Maybe it was, I could be wrong. I think it was January 19th. They're going to halt trading. But they always reserve the right to move that forward. And there's a cryptocurrency exchange that actually did. So anyway, lots to talk about. Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would certainly appreciate the support. Because if you do, it will tell the YouTube machine that you don't completely hate this particular Moon Lambeau hot jam. And as a result, YouTube will be more likely to suggest this suggest this video to people that have similar interests to you. That's how the algo works. And also, I do recommend very firmly, and this is for your own health and safety, I recommend that you subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, because if you don't, tonight, while you are sleeping, a monster will come out from under your bed, snatch you away, and eat you. Ain't nobody got time for that. Although on the bright side, now that you know the point of attack, maybe you could set a trap if you're not going to subscribe, and I don't know, maybe you could, you know, get out of this unscathed, but I don't know. I'm just saying, I personally wouldn't risk it. All right, into the first piece now. Almost 200 million XRP sent to Coinbase. A heap of XRP, that's a fun way, it's a heaping serving of XRP, is heading to Coinbase as Bitcoin traders rotate nearly $500 million worth of Bitcoin. According to the on-chain crypto tracker Whale Alert, a large XRP holder just sent, I'm rounding it up, 200 million XRP from an unknown wallet to crypto exchange Coinbase. According to BitHump, the whale originally received the nearly 200 million XRP on December 30th in 20 transactions of 10 million XRP each. And so then the article goes on to say right here, the owner of the crypto could be looking to sell XRP on the open market or relying on the company to store the assets for safekeeping. Anytime there's a massive amount of any crypto going to exchange, you get these stories. Now, what's funny, it is in this particular case, as it turns out, according to XRP community members in the Twitter thread, this is actually just Coinbase moving this amount from one wallet to another. So it's like this headline gets out here, people are like, oh my God, XRP is going to dump, and some people actually get scared about it. But it was just from a cold storage wallet to a hot wallet, and this is occurring, you know, just as XRP had been ramping up over the, you know, just within the last 24 hours, whatever it's been in terms of price action. Things are obviously very volatile right now. I understand that, but it's just funny the timing of all of this too. So I don't know, maybe they recognized they needed more available. Maybe it's as simple as that. But it's not some sort of horror story, so I just wanted to clear that up. Now to this piece. Is Amazon preparing to launch its own crypto asset? XRP architect analyzes odds that retail giant will enter the space. Ripple executive David Schwartz is analyzing the prospects of an Amazon-minted crypto asset. Speculation on Amazon's potential interest in entering the industry has been a hot topic in crypto circles for years, fueled by the company's patent filings and domain purchases. Yeah, and as soon as I read that, it did make me recall they've had, gosh, they have like Ethereum related domains that they're not using. I can't remember. I don't know if they ever made one having to do with XRP, but I really think like they're just placeholders. So like, maybe that's not even the right term. I think that Amazon doesn't know everything they may or may not want to do with cryptocurrency assets, but they wanted to be prepared in case, and so they just purchased the domains and they're just kind of sitting on them. That's how I've been looking at it anyway. Anyway, in a new post on Quora, the chief technology officer at Ripple says he doubts the online retail giant will launch its own digital asset for its 200 million users anytime soon. Schwartz cites the difficulty in converting crypto assets to other currencies as the main factor that will keep Amazon out of the crypto movement. And I'm going to read a quote from David Schwartz here. And what he's citing here is something that, like, I've kind of been bitching about for 3 years now, a little over 3 years that I've been into the world of crypto. So I've been around since November of 2017, and I had a fundamental question. But let me read the quote first, and then I'll explain. So here's what David Schwartz said. That's not a particularly convenient way to make a currency. Imagine if you had one currency that you were paid in, one currency that you had to pay taxes in, one currency that you used to pay your rent, one currency that you used to buy groceries, and so on. That would be a confusing mess. Not only would you incur lots of pointless fees converting between currencies, but you wouldn't know what fraction of your salary you needed to pay your rent because the currencies could change value relative to each other. Yeah, exactly. So it becomes a train wreck, which is why when I entered the world of crypto a few years ago, I'm just sitting there looking at, at that point, I think there were less than 2,000 cryptocurrencies. As I record this, I believe there are over 7,000, but I believe less than 2,000 at the time. I'm like, holy hell, why do we need almost 2,000 new forms of money? I'm like, even if these are like reasonable business ideas, right, why do you need to have a blockchain instead of a database? And if you do need blockchain, like, why do you need a coin attached to it? And the shorter answer is it's a money grab. It's funding business ideas basically, but it's not always completely necessary. And so it's just imagine if you had to have a new form of money for every type of thing that you purchase. Like, what if it's not even just a grocery store currency? Like, what if you go to the grocery store and you have to, like, to buy a banana, there's a banana currency. Like, that is stupid. And then what if you go to get a haircut and you have a haircut currency? This is a stupid mess. And so I recognize that from the get-go. And it's like, I'd ask people, like, why do you need a new form of money for everything that's going on here? And I noticed that not only did nobody have an answer, like, nobody cared. Everybody was just trying to speculate and make money on a bunch of stupid coins that were pumping during alt season. Woo, woo. Make that money, girl. I'm just saying. So that's what it always looked like to me. But back in 2017, Amazon bought 3 crypto-related domains: AmazonCryptocurrency.com, AmazonEthereum.com. There we go. That's the one I was thinking of. And Amazon Cryptocurrencies.com, fueling talk of the company's potential interest in this space. So, yeah, they're look, they're not stupid. They're all aware of it, but it doesn't mean that there's some sort of impending move from Amazon having anything to do with crypto necessarily. So we shall see. It's definitely interesting times. We'll just see how this all unfolds. All right, now from crypto media outlet U Today, blockchain.com hurries to halt XRP trading today. Yes, rush and do it. Just get it done. Blockchain.com, the most popular supplier of digital currency wallets, has announced that it will suspend XRP trading on its cryptocurrency exchange today at 11:59 p.m. GMT. And this is on the 7th, mind you. So there you go. It's done. Earlier this week, the company announced that it would halt its support for the controversial cryptocurrency on January 14th. It's unclear what prompted blockchain.com to speed up the process and ditch XRP a week earlier, and it hasn't mentioned when the token will be available for trading again. Yet, its customers will still have an ability to hold and transfer XRP. And so the timing of this is interesting, to say the least. So just as XRP happens, it just began pumping up in price. Like, yeah, we need to stop this right now. Is that an opportune time to do that? What is the rationale? And if you're going to do that, fine. You got the right to do it. It's your business, fine. But why aren't you articulating the reason for the change? Like, don't you think your customers deserve to know? I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to share right there. On the bright side, they're still allowing their customers to hold XRP, which does seem to be the general trend. And look, all the businesses, all the exchanges that are pausing trading, halting it, suspending it, whatever word you want to use, as a result of this impending SEC litigation. I don't fault them for that, because like the business, this is their business, it's their livelihood. I understand if there are legal implications and they get scared as a result of that. Totally understand. It is nice though that there doesn't seem to be some sort of problem in allowing the customers to hold the XRP there. And I still believe, like, once this all gets cleared up, I suspect that trading will resume on all of these platforms that have suspended it, and life will go on as normal. And all the Bitcoin maxi trolls that were doomsday speaking and all that crap, I guess it'll be time for a "see I told you so" moment, because if Ripple loses this and XRP is deemed a security, I don't know that I'm going to want to hold any altcoins, period. Because you could argue that any of them are securities then, and I'll feel like all of my investments are at risk and that the SEC is just out to get me. Seriously, you know what I mean? Just like, because look, their action, and nothing against the SEC as a whole, this was a bad move though that they did. They harmed a ton of investors. That's my humble opinion. I feel harmed by them, not by Ripple. I feel very strongly about that. But still, I don't think that this is all going to go away. I don't think that we're going to have this doomsday scenario where like every altcoin is deemed a security. It would just be so absurd, and there would just be no innovation in the space in the United States. Like, it would not be good for the economy in general. So, and still, I don't know how Ethereum gets away with what they're doing if Ripple doesn't get away with what they're doing. It doesn't make any damn sense. So anyway, I'm optimistic though. That's all that to say. I'm optimistic long term. I understand it's a scary, confusing time, but what can I do but assume that justice will prevail here, even if Ripple has to pay a fine or something like that? XRP is not a security. There's no way. But I will go ahead and wrap it up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because of anything I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.